Well, hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. I've got a fever, Transport Fever, available now on Steam. Of course, if you're watching this after November 8th, 2016, it is now available, but we're getting access to an early build. So, if you love trains, planes, automobiles, buses, boats, and everything in between, this is the game for you. If you like City Skylines, if you like Railroad Tycoon 3, if you really like any sort of city building game or infrastructure game, this is the game for you. I've never really played before, and of course, Transport Fever, the sequel to Train Fever, and I've got it bad, baby. There's no cure for this one. This is a fantastic game. I've only played one mission for the United States and one mission for Europe, and I'm already in love. There's a quick tutorial, by the way, for the different types of basics and passenger transports and transporting goods in the game, so it's a very quick learn to get into it. And again, there's two campaigns, one in America with 7 missions and one in Europe with 7 missions. The American missions focused more on expanding and making money and growth and trying to just build big industries, which made America an industrial giant eventually. And in Europe, trying to get through some of the landscapes and difficulties of Europe, including large construction projects, which includes building tunnels and giant bridges, these just huge monuments to industrialization and such. And that's what I want to get started with today. I'm going to go into Europe, and we're going to build the Gotthard Tunnel, which was started construction in 1872, and I believe finished in 1885 in Switzerland. But before we get started, again, I just want to go over that there is a campaign with 14 missions in total. There is a free build mode, or a free game mode, where you can basically just pick whatever year, whatever territory that you want. Again, whether it's the deserts of the United States in the west, or, you know, on the East Coast as well, and all of Europe as well, and the ability to pick different years and different, again, the later you start, the more access to diesel trains and such you have. But we're going to start in 1872, so our supplies will be limited. Unfortunately, no multiplayer for this one, but the Steam Workshop, I think, will make up for that. I am very excited to see what the modding community will do. Now, you may be a little bummed about the multiplayer, but I must say City Skylines also had no multiplayer and is an absolute masterpiece. And I feel this way about Transport Fever as well. Again, never really played them much. I've only really played a few tutorial missions, free games, and I've even streamed here on YouTube, but I gotta say, I love it. So let's get started right into it. There is a little trick, though, that I want to show you guys. Again, I played through these first missions as well, but one thing I need to show this off. I absolutely can't go any further without showing off the voice acting of this game, and I've got to crank it up to 10. It only goes to 11, but I gotta go to 10. Here we go. Listen to this guy's voice acting. 3, 2, 1, go.
America,
America,
land of opportunity, demonstrates your talent and rise to become the most powerful transport company in the most powerful country in the world.
America. So anyway, I must say the voice acting in this game is absolutely phenomenal. I really, really like it. They really get into it, and just listen to the old boy. It's quiet. Listen to this.
The old continent is constantly yielding great new inventions. Be part of this rapid technological progress and found numerous thriving transport companies in Europe.
All right, so anyway, I got to turn them off for the time being so I can read and go at my own pace. But I got to say, the voice acting is just absolutely phenomenal. In fact, maybe we'll leave it on for the start of this next mission. But anyway, if you guys want to see more of this great game, go ahead and hit that like button, and that will let me know that you want to see more of Transport Fever. If you liked Train Fever or whatnot, go ahead and hit that button, and it'll let me know you want to see more. I don't know if you do or not, so that's a good way to communicate with me. And comment down below, what is your favorite type of transport in the world? Mine would definitely be train and plane. Look at that, man. That's a DC up there, and one of the, I don't even know what the hell kind of train that is, but that's a modern diesel train, and that is sweet. So without further ado, let's get started in the campaign. Oh, hold on a second. We're going to go here. All right, let's listen to our mission briefing. We're not going here. Gotthard Tunnel. Here we go.
The railroad is currently conquering all of Europe. Right in the middle is a young alpine republic where a mighty mountain massif blocks the way to the sunny south. The rocky colossus can only be crossed with great difficulty. Time for a bold undertaking, crossing the Alps from north to south. A railroad tunnel through the Swiss Alps will make our young nation the most important route from the North Sea to the Mediterranean.
And obviously that nation being Switzerland. So as you can see here, there's different medals that you can earn. I've already played the mission and gotten a few of them, but as you can see, it actually does help you to find out what to do for each mission. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Here we go.
It is August in the year 1872, and the construction of the Gotthard Tunnel can begin. No idea why we of all people have been awarded this monster project. Could it be that we are the only Swiss company that applied? Or was our bid so ridiculously low that no competitor could match it? The fact is we have 8 years and a very tight budget to build the longest tunnel in the world. And we've never built a tunnel before. So, let's get started.
All right, let's do it then. So here you can see the tunnel right there. We've got to get all the way through to the other side, and this is going to be a huge construction project. Not only do we have to bring men and machine and such to the front, but we've got to make sure that these train lines and such are connected. So I've played through this one already, and I've learned a thing or two, so I'm going to know some advance warning and such, but I'm going to try to do it a little differently here. So let's get our mission started then.
3 railroad lines already cross the Alps, but once our bold project is complete, the Gothard Railway will be the fastest, most direct connection between north and south. The hard niece of the Gothard Massif towers before us. We have enough workers, ragged but strong Italians who have hired themselves out for a pittance. But we aren't going to dig our way through the mountain with our bare hands. We have to transport the necessary equipment to the construction site at the northern portal.
Okay, so we've got our objective then. We're going to go ahead and start transporting the equipment up here as needed, so deliver tools. We've got our machining area here that is building tools for us. So first and foremost, we're going to start building some truck stations here, and obviously this will be the pickup zone for our trucks. So we're going to put it as close to the machining area as we can. This, of course, known as the Altdorf Tools Factory. So we got to get started as soon as possible. We're in pause right now, so we get a little bit of time to build up. So that's an area where supplies can be picked up and dropped off, but first we're going to pick them up from here. There's nothing we have to drop off. And again, if we build up here, you can see that the elevation, not only can we not align the terrain because it's too much of a colossus of a construction project, but you can see building over here costs us $48,000 or euros or whatnot. You can set the currency any way you would like. But over here you can get it down to 16, 15, something like that. So obviously better to build somewhere like that. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a line. We're going to connect these two areas, but first we got to build a delivery point up here, I believe. Oh, we've already got one. So this is where we're going to be delivering to, right here next to the construction site. So this is where the tunnel will be being built. Obviously, train cars are going to go in, as well as men and machine and everything else, and stone is going to come out. And then it's going to be placed here at this station for us to bring it all the way back to our stone pile back here, where it's all going to be unloaded and used later for buildings or whatnot. It's all up to the government. Now, the first thing I have to say is this game is absolutely gorgeous. This is just beyond incredible. This is amazing. This is like stepping into a model right away. I mean, this is just, I have nothing but good things to say about this. This just amazing level of realism here. Just on such a small scale, I love it. All right, let's get started by building ourselves a couple of train cars. Actually, first we've got to, not train cars, but vehicles. We're going to go to the road. We're going to make ourselves a new line here under the line manager, and we're going to go from this at Altdorf Central Station to, I believe this is the North Station. So we'll go up here. I believe this is North. Oh, Upper Altdorf. So there you go. We'll go ahead and name our line as well. We can go ahead and name it anything we want. So over here on the left side, we're going to go ahead and name it Tools. We're going to go ahead and call it the tool line or something like that. Tool supply route. And we can also change the color of the line and such if we want to. But we're ready to go. And one thing we want to do is absolutely make sure that they load everything before they leave Altdorf Central, which means that they'll have a full load of tools before they actually leave to supply them to our men. So obviously our men can't work without tools, so we got to make sure we have a constant supply because they'll break down. All right, we've got several options here. Stagecoach, which those can only transport passengers, as well as the, what is this? Is this actually a Le Mans to Paris? Oh, it's a steam vehicle, I see. Possibly a tram, not a tram, but what we're looking for here, though, is the horse cart. A lot faster and can carry much more supplies. So much more, obviously not as efficient for cash, but much better at carrying the tools that we need. So let's go ahead and buy, I'd say, maybe 8 of these things. And we'll go ahead and set them all onto line 1, which I think we actually didn't name. I forgot to hit enter on that one. And we can rename anything we want, and that's really one of the cool things. We can even paint some of our trains if we want. The customization is great. So let's go ahead and rename, or not rename, but let's rename the line, yes. All right, so again, it's tool supply route. All right, very good, and all we got to do is hit enter. I forgot to do that. Okay, without further ado, let's get started with our first mission here in Transport Fever. Here we go. Okay, we're on start. There we go. All the horses and buggies are coming out, so we'll speed up time as we go on. But as you can see, we've only got 4.78 million right now, and the government, the Swiss government, or whoever's collaborating with them, will pay us for each delivery as we get closer to building this. But look at this fantastic road. The mountain road built here. This is just gorgeous, man. Just digging right into the rock. The map makers really knew what they were doing to make it look great. And it goes all the way up to the station here, all the way up to the construction zone, just on this side of the mountain. So again, we've got to first build the tunnel, then we've got to connect all the way down through the forest to this city here, which is known as Bellanosa. So we must definitely connect to that as soon as possible. And then, of course, that'll make us a very powerful nation because we'll have one of the fastest routes in the world to connect north and south. All right, so anyway, we got our Altdorf here, and we can also connect to the city over here of Luzern. And what we can do is we can actually build a train line over here to connect and start transporting passengers. However, if we do that, it may get in the way of the train line. So first things first, deliver tools. I think we just need to deliver some tools, not everything. So just maybe one load of tools, and we'll call it good. You can see our supplies are already starting to haul out. Nope, doesn't. Oh, look, looks like they're not. I told them to wait. Oh, actually, some of them actually, yeah, they walk past. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure why they do that. If you tell them to go here first and then tell them to go up to the other station, some of them, half of them seem to just walk by and go to the other location. I don't know if that's to prevent a giant line on the road, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. The tools company, though, will start supplying us with tools very shortly. So we just need to, yep, there you go. You already saw the first set of tools go. And you can see the guy here is going to haul out in just a second or two with the rest of the tools. So you can see they're kind of in that, it almost looks like a coffin or something like that. So he's ready to go. Whip the horses and go, man. There we go. All right, so the first load of tools is heading up the mountain. So this gives us ample time to bide our time and possibly build our railroad a little closer to make some more money up here. We can at least transport passengers between these two locations to make some extra cash, and that, of course, will mean that we'll need less of a loan. So in this game, you definitely need to watch elevation, and one of the things you want to do is in the lower right corner, the contour lines is extremely important because train lines need to be straight and flat and long, so that way the trains can go at maximum speed. And the more that you go closer to, you know, the edges of the map or the contours of the mountains, you're gonna have to build tunnels, and things just get slow and expensive. And that's not what we want for a train line. We want fast and affordable. So let's go ahead and by the way, get used to this, because you're gonna be hearing that noise a lot. But that is the sound of progress, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and try to keep it. Let's try to keep it at least 60. I think this is miles per hour, but again, you can change it to kilometers or whatnot. You can do anything that you want in the game, I believe. So let's go ahead and try to keep it down to, let's try to keep it up at 65 on this turn. And one of the things to do, too, is it's easy to meet in the middle once you kind of got your turns going. Oh, it looks like this station does have 2 different train routes. So as you can see, you kind of want to build it customly, otherwise you're going to run into problems. So let's not go with that route. Let's go ahead and grab that train again. We're going to go down to the track tools. And we can have multi-tracks. We can have signals, and we can have routes to bring our trains back and such, you know, to circle around and such. So let's go ahead and try to keep it up at 50 here around this turn. And again, to do that, all we got to do is go wider. And as you can see, it saves every year. So we're already on 1873. So we want to make sure, in order to complete this goal, I think we want to be done before 1885 or 1882. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to check that one out. But anyway, we've connected here, so that's good enough, I think, even though we kind of built it like that. It's all right, not a problem. And now we can connect some trains to make some extra money between these two locations. And we can even bring civilians up here to this station as well. As you can see, there are 2 train lines here, and they can connect quite easily. We just want to make sure we stay out of the way of the major train lines. So this right now is just a kind of a way to keep us getting money. So let's try to connect these 2 locations, or 3 locations up. Well, actually, no, just the 2. The city of Altdorf and the city of Luzern. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, so we're going to go over here to our train depot. And this is our train depot here for Altdorf, and we're going to buy a train. And the only 2 available right now is the D13 and the Borsig, so we're going to try to go for possibly the more expensive train. Or should we go for the cheaper train? Actually, it wouldn't matter too much. We can also have the color of it adjusted. So let's see. Let's go with a nice, let's go with a beautiful Rat Pack blue. Let's see what kind of a color we have for the Rat Pack. These seem to be pretty dark colors, so we'll go for this one. This isn't exactly the Rat Pack Royal Blue, but we'll go with that. The D13 legendary railway was known for the spinach bond, named after a delicacy of Baden, Switzerland. Oh, okay, well this is definitely appropriate. So let's go ahead and buy that. And we're also going to have to buy the individual train cars as well for transporting passengers. Looks like each one of these can haul 8 passengers, so let's go ahead and buy maybe 2 of those or so. Getting quite expensive quite quickly if you're not paying attention. And we'll go ahead and set up the line for this train before we let it leave the depot. So let's go ahead and go back down to our line manager. We're going to select railroad this time, and we're going to build a new line. And we're going to go all the way from the city of Altdorf over here. Where's the station? There she is. And we'll build it all the way back. Now, you're probably wondering, what are we going to do about train traffic? There is a way to keep the trains off each other and try to keep them separate by building multiple lines of track, or also switch, I call them junctions or switch stations. Any of you who play, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about and can correct me down below. But anyway, let's make sure we're leaving with a full load of passengers and such before we go to each site. I think that'll be best. Okay, let's go ahead and get our train started then, full load of all, and we're going to go ahead and select our train line, line 1. We can rename this anytime we want, and this is a beautiful route. Look at that that is a huge bridge, man. That's huge, but listen to the water. Gorgeous, absolutely wonderful. Okay, so our train is leaving the station now. Here we go. Look at that beauty. Wow, it's blue.
The mountain is being hollowed out. Amazing how much rubble comes up. It is impossible to haul all of that away with horse-drawn carts. We need a proper rail line so that we can remove the gigantic amounts of excavated material from the construction site.
Okay, so now we've got to build ourselves a train to go up there to haul some of the stone away, so let's get started on that right away. But I just wanted to take a look at our beautiful train again. Blue, probably not the best color in the world. We can change it at any time, though, but it's a nice way to keep track of what train's hauling what if you want to color code them. So there you go. So it's going to go over here. We're going to build our, first of all, I think what we want to do is we want to make sure, I'm going to pause this too so we don't waste all of our time, but we want to build what is known as the path signal, so that way we have one train going one way and one going the other without an accident, and that way they stop where they need to. So we're going to build one here and there, and another one on the other side, do the same thing. I've gotten pretty used to this. It's pretty simple, but you got to kind of know what you're doing if you're trying to set it up over long distances, and that's not a skill of mine. Now, what we've been asked to do now is to connect this area here with the green circle all the way up to the area with the other green circle here, so that way we can connect the two stations together. So we'll get started with that in just a moment. I just want to make sure all of our stations are good to go, and let's connect another set of track here, so that way in the future, if we want to build another train going over here, all we got to do is just connect them this way. A little expensive if we do this, so we would kind of just want to connect it that way. Perfect. And it's not too long of a route between these two locations, so it shouldn't be too bad, but we can always work on it. And of course, improvements are the name of the game, so once you play it, you'll learn a trick or two and then get better each time, and that's what I'm looking to do here. It's all about having fun in trains, man. I absolutely love trains, whether they're train cars, passengers, or hauling cargo, or even just roller coaster cars. They're definitely a good time. Alright, there we go. So everything's good to go here. Trains do not have to return to the station as far as I'm aware, too, by the way, to get maintenance as far as I know at the moment. So anyway, that train's going out already. Let's grab ourselves one of the bigger trains now. Let's buy one of those other ones, and we'll go back to our, not this menu. We want to actually just click on the depot itself. So let's go ahead and buy some train. And listen to the music. It is catchy as all hell, man. I love the music in this game. Just a hats off. Probably part of Google's copyright, but we'll see about that. Anyway, color on this one, I'm going to go with yellow for, you know, like a construction train. This is the Borsig. Now, let's see. Borsig was a German company based in Berlin. For that, the locomotive was a very competitive model, but was still manufactured without roofed cabine? I think they mean cabin. All right, let's go ahead and buy one of these. So we want a whole stone, so we're going to go ahead and buy the Borsig. And we're also going to need to buy some open wagons to haul our stuff. Twin axle freight wagon. As you can see up here under cargo types, it can haul stone, iron ore, coal, grain, and slag. So we're going to just want it for the stone. So let's go ahead and make sure we buy enough of these cars too, by the way, to make sure we've got a long enough train to haul stone out of here. So let's go ahead and grab as many of them as we can. Let's go with, I don't know, let's try to max it out here. See what we can do about that. And we want to set the line too. So another thing we've got to do here, and again, another good reason to use pause so you don't burn out all your time. Doesn't hurt to pause. Let's go ahead and set up our next railroad line. New line is going to go from all the way back here, actually, at our stone pile at Altdorf North, all the way to up to Upper Altdorf, which is interesting. Why would this is Altdorf South, even though this is Upper Altdorf? Okay, very strange. All right, anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we can rename our line. Let's go ahead and call this one, let's name it the Boulder Run. That sounds cool. Oops. All right, so our Boulder Run line is now up. It is going to be hauling back and forth with those boulders. And a nice thing we can do is set the train right now and send it on Boulder Run. Perfect. And then we'll name some of our other lines a little bit later. Okay, let's go ahead and set up our train. There we go. Okay, so all we need to do now is connect the train to the tunnel. So connect the tunnel construction site. So our train will head up that way now. I think will it head out? Yes, and once it hits the blank line, it will then stop. So look at this gorgeous beast. Wow, that is way too yellow. I wish it looked a little more like, wow, that is a hot rod right there. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and connect up to the rest of the way here. It'll make its way all the way up here before it stops and turns around. So let's build the rest of our train route, and let's go ahead and try to hug the mountain as much as possible. I think we're going to try to go just under the road here. And my goal here is try to keep it, let's try to keep it at 60 miles or kilometers per hour at all times. I think it's miles per hour, so anyway. Nice thing is if you goof up and let go of the bounce button, I don't think we're going to actually be able to go 60 because we're getting a little too, we get a little too close to the rock. Alright, that's fine. Let's go ahead and continue up the mountain. Let's try to keep it at 50 then. See if we can do that. Can we do 50? Alright. There we go. Oh, almost. Well, I guess we can't have our cake and eat it too. Let's swing our camera around a little bit, make sure we're going up the right way. Alright, there we go. We were at 50 right here. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. Wonderful. Alright, train alignment. Alright, we're going to have to stay away from that road, otherwise it's going to get deadly. Okay, so let's see. Our train's probably almost here, so we got to get cracking here real quick. Alright, dinosaur man, let's see what you can do. Alright, wow, we're going to have to go real slow here. See if we can keep it at 35. There we go. And then it's going to go downhill now, so again, keep in mind this is the real line that will go into the tunnel too, so we want to try to keep that as going as fast as possible for any of the passengers. And looks like we've got wow, we really got a downhill stretch here now, don't we? Where's the train? Oh, it's going to derail if we're not quick. I'm actually not sure what happens if it reaches the end of the line, but we got plenty of time here. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, right there. Nice. 75 is... Actually, let's try this. We'll connect just to the station. Let's see what we can do here. Perfect. Men and machine are doing good work. The first few meters are already done. It's hot as hell inside the mountain, and the air is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Now all the rebel has to come out of the abyss, and fast. The investors are watching our progress with suspicion. Oh, they must think we're making progress too quickly. Alright, where's that train? Alright, now it's finally leaving the station. Oh, I guess it didn't want to leave because we didn't finish the track? Oh, I thought it would make its way up here faster. Nah, that's okay. At least we have our train and our track ready to go. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, they're not reading it out loud. Oh, how come you're not reading? High up in the mountain. So it's been said since the time immemorial, there is a mountain crystal of unimaginable beauty. An old alpine goat herd supposedly knows the whole tale. Okay? Let's see.
The old man says that he only knows the crystal from tales and legends, but his young granddaughter often wanders high up into the mountains with her goats. The girl scrambles through the rocks like a mountain goat. You can hardly keep up with her.
So sometimes I guess it doesn't read the text as it should, but that's okay. There goes our train now. I think I see the mountain herder girl up here, so let's talk with her.
So it's supposed to be around here somewhere. The girl shouted to us that a peculiar rock formation points toward the legendary mountain crystal before she nimbly climbed away.
Okay. So anyway, we got to find a rock formation then that's directly pointing towards it, and I think this might be it right up here. I think so. Yeah, it's pointing right to it. Look at that. Suspicious, isn't it? All right, let's go ahead and clear out all this rubble here.
What a rare and wonderful specimen. The crystal glows with an unusual energy.
All right, we found radioactive material. Awesome. Okay, so anyway, I did find that on the first try, too, by looking at the rock formation. There is one for the Americas as well, so there's a little bit of hide and seek, which I think is awesome. They add, like, it just sounds so boring, but it's so simple, actually, to go on a little hide and seek while you wait for your trains to go around. I love that. Okay, our train's making its way here. Let's go ahead and speed it up. We've spent enough time waiting for the first train to get here, so let's speed things up. And I think we made a pretty good train line through the mountain. There's not a lot of area to work with, not a lot of room. Let's actually just watch the train as it comes through. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Really cool. Beautiful. We can even sit in first-person mode on the train as well and come into the station, so let's watch that. Look at that, man. Absolute beauty, man. Look at this. We're on Boulder Run right now. It sounds like a roller coaster. There's all the stone waiting for us on the station. And we're coming to a stop. All right, now we're going to load up. And I guess we... okay, I guess we waited for a full load, but... Well, we were supposed to wait for a full load, but that's okay. I think did I set it to go for a full load? Oh, I didn't load if available, but that's okay. We're already starting to haul some of the cargo away, so that's good. All right, so now we got to haul away stone, 500. Looks like we need to keep bringing tools up to the mountain, so let's make sure we continue to do that. Now, the faster we bring tools up there, the more that we'll have progress digging. Unfortunately, we can only move as fast as the factory, so we've got a constant supply of tools going up there. And here comes our train with all of the stone that is hauled away. Hopefully it's got a full load the next time. We'll let it go on a full run and stretch its legs a little bit. Alright, so we've got a constant supply of vehicles going back and forth. And again, every load of tools means a load of stone. So we want to make sure that continues to go. But again, we're at the mercy of the tool factory. We can only go as fast as the factory can actually produce tools. And as you can see, we've got a man just sitting here waiting. So that's good with a cart coming back as well. So we got a pretty good spread of that going on. And it looks like we're stopped here as we're waiting for one of the train cars to load up with passengers. So that's not a good thing at all. Looks like he's trying to go on the right track. Looks like I'm gonna have to switch that around, I think. Should he not have he should have proceeded on the right track, actually. Wonder why he's on the left one. Well, let's get him out of here. You're wasting our time, bro. Go to the next route. There you go. Alright, so that's the complication of the trains, too, by the way. If you kind of goof up like that and have them blocking each other, that's a bad sign. But according to what I could see, that train should have proceeded on the right side. Yeah, he should have actually moved in on the right track. I'm not sure why he didn't do that, but anyway, my mistake, I'm sure. But again, all things come with learning. So we've got to haul 500 stone away, and he's already moving through now because the train made it to off to the other track. Oh, I wonder if we should do that at the junction, too. That's one thing I didn't think about either. I'm not sure if I entirely know how to do that, so we'll just have to kind of keep an eye on it. Alright, let's keep it up. Here comes our stone delivery. Watch how the pile of stone grows. There it goes.
Day and night we dig, blast, dump, but we are still falling behind. We are blatantly behind schedule and have already exceeded the original budget by more than double. The Federal Council has even called an emergency session because of us. We urgently need more powerful drills that don't break constantly. We should build a workshop for that. That would speed up our project tremendously.
Okay, so now we've got to build a workshop out of our tools to build better tools like power tools and machinery. So one thing we can do is just flip our route, which is very easy. We've got our tool factory over here near Dosen't, so we're going to go ahead and set that up. So in order to do that, we need to make a delivery station here. So let's go ahead and do that as we had in the beginning. Going to put down ourselves a little freight yard right about here, should do us well. And then we've got to bring tools here to build from the factory. And then once the factory's done, we then have to bring tools from this factory here all the way up to the mountain. So a much longer route to go, so we're going to need a lot more wagons and such to make sure this gets done. So we got to bring 12 deliveries of tools over here. So let's go ahead and grab our road. And tool supply route, we're going to change that from Upper Alpdorf, and we're going to switch that over to over here. Dosen't south. Okay, we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and continue. Alright, full speed on that delivery. The route's already planned out. Now we should have our tools coming from the factory over to the other side, so you'll see vehicles now leaving here. Would you call it a vehicle? I suppose, because it can move. I don't know. One thing I don't like, though, is how it creates these white lines whenever you go over a building. It makes it kind of difficult to get real close, and, you know, you get blasted by that whitewash. But that's okay. Alright, tools are almost ready. We're at the mercy of the tool factory. As far as I know, there's no way to speed up their production. It's just set at a certain speed. So that's why you want to kind of take advantage of everything as soon as you can. Alright, did our train return? Oh, our train's waiting. Why? Alright, let's go back to this station. So our train car is waiting for more passengers. Doesn't look like anybody's coming to town at all. Let's go ahead and go back. You'd think the two passenger trains would want to bring in some money from either side. Looks like we got a new vehicle available, Class 53 Prussian G3. So previously, the viewers thought it would be a good idea to connect these two stations, and I thought it was a good idea as well, but it seems like nobody's actually wanting to go between the two cities. I guess that they think it's just easier to take the buggy up the road. I guess that would make sense too, but the train is so much faster and luxurious. Why wouldn't you want to ride on this beast? Look at that. That's cool. I like playing in fast mode, of course, so that way things get done a little bit faster. Okay, wow, now we're in the 70s apparently. Oh, look at this beautiful church up here. Look at that. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous buildings. Nicely done, just beautiful textures and art styles, things. Man, I just have nothing but good things to say about the game. Now I'm kind of feel bad that I didn't play the original Train Fever, but I'm not sure if that actually had campaigns or not, but I'm really liking this one already. Okay, let's have our train load up, and we're pretty much stopped at production now anyway, because of our tool factory not being built yet. We haven't delivered any tools there yet, but our first loads are coming over now. So I think that's 2 tools per cart, so 2, 4, 6. We need a total of 6 carts to come over this way, if my math serves me correctly, and I hope it does. So shouldn't be much longer now. Man, this music's just kicking up. I love it. It's like a little European, a little Western style. Doesn't matter when you're on the railroad. It's really good. So I sent our other train back to the station because passengers just weren't arriving, and I don't know why. Probably because they want to go through the damn tunnel and they don't want to go to these two towns. Maybe they don't like each other. I'm not sure. So we'll find out later. But I thought it was a good idea at least to make money. But it doesn't hurt to try. All right, our train's coming back. Should we build another train to go pick up stone? I don't know. It's going to be very expensive, and we want to make sure we don't use all of our money. So I'm going to keep the 1.33 million that we have right now because I'm going to try to get those other medals of not doing things too quickly and losing out on our money. But at least we'll get some stone for the delivery here. Here comes the train. And stop. Beautiful. And we make ourselves almost a half a million, just 400,000 about. And there goes the piles. Look at that. You can see how big the stone piles are going to be. Why does this thing not go back?
Fantastic. The new drills are a blessing. Where earlier 3 machines would break down in just 1 day, today it's only 1 every 3 days. The Federal Council is very happy. Or, well, maybe not quite as upset.
All right, they're not upset at us anymore. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and stop here then, and let's go ahead and make sure that we've set up our routes correctly again. And I'm going to have to figure out why that train doesn't come back. I may have set it up incorrectly, so there's always a little bit of tinkering you have to do. So let's go ahead and make sure our road vehicles are now going from the machinist area over here where they're going to get better tools. Actually, I wonder if we could do 2 routes, actually. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to set up 1 tool supply route, and we're going to have it go from, let's have it stop. Let's remove this one. Let's go to Dosen't South, which is here, and let's make sure they get a full load of anything, or everything that they need. And let's go all the way up here to the train station, up here to Upper Altdorf, so that way they can deliver those tools. And let's buy some more trains or cars for that one, because that is a long route and we want to make sure they're continuously delivering. So let's see, before we were doing it with 8, this seems to be about double the length of the route, so let's buy 16 in total. So we're going to buy up to, let's see, we had 8 to start with, so that means 8 more. Okay, so now we've got 16, so we're going to set them onto that road. Oh man, these are so affordable. Buggies are so much better than the train, but they definitely can't do what a train can do for sure. It's not going to make you the millions. Okay, and the next thing we want to do is build another line. And let's go ahead and rename these lines. Let's go ahead and call this one, let's see, this was the electric machines, or the power tools. Powered machine, our heavy equipment route. Wow, this song, man. All right, heavy equipment route there, and let's go ahead and build ourselves light tools line. I always want to build a new trains line every time. It's so exciting to put down rails. Okay, so first here at Altdorf Central, and let's go ahead and build it all the way up to here. So now we'll have 2 lines going there. It's going to get a little crowded on the roads, but that's fine by me. So again, let's make sure we've got a full load at Altdorf Central, and let's go ahead and buy ourselves some vehicles, and then we'll rename that route. All right, let's do 8 this time again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then let's go ahead and assign them all to line 2, which we're going to now name our, I don't know, we'll call it basic equipment line or something like that. I like naming the lines. That's cool. Basic equipment. All right, there we go. Basic equipment route is up, so now we'll have tools heading in at double the time, and that means we're going to need multiple trains now to haul that out of there. So let's get started with that. So we should have 2 of these going. Oh, nice thing is, too, by the way, when you're buying a train, we can actually upgrade this one train, but we don't need to at the moment. meaning I don't want to send it back to the station and do all the upgrades and all that. We'll go ahead and just build ourselves another train. So let's go ahead and buy one of the other ones and make sure we're paying attention to our money. I don't want to go bankrupt, so if we don't have enough for another train, we're just going to do it the hard way. So unfortunately, we've got one of these trains here. The D1/3 is just sitting there, so that's kind of worthless. Let's get rid of that. That didn't work out. Not all plans do, but at least we got some money for that. And yeah, no passengers here whatsoever. I guess they're just they're just taking a canoe, I think, or something like that. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves... let's see. What do we want for trains? Ah, yes, the Prussian is available. The Class 53 Prussian G, which is an absolute G. It can hold... wow, look at that. 218 horsepower. It's got max speed of 31 miles per hour. My goodness. All right, let's go ahead and... wait a minute. Oh, look, wagons, multiple units. Oh, very cool. So you can actually separate it by locomotives and such if you want as well. Great to organize if you're playing with a lot more trains. Okay, let's buy one of these for how much is the price tag on this sumbitch? Oh, 388. Okay, there we go. And let's go ahead and buy ourselves a bunch of cars. And I think we want... I don't know. We're just going to go crazy.
The money is slipping through our fingers.
No.
We'll soon be bankrupt. But if we're prepared to grovel on our hands and knees, our financiers will grant us a bridge loan.
Okay, I sold some of them. Okay, that's fine. So long as we don't take the loan, we'll be okay. We're low on money, but we're not bankrupt. So let's go ahead and put the train on line, what is it, the Boulder Run. And I'm going to delete that other line because that one's just not working out. So this train should come out of the station. There we go. And these signals should be set up correctly. Did I do this right? One on the right is forward and one on the... Yep, going this way. And then let's look and see if it's the same on this way. Yeah, it should be set up to run correctly, I think. I hope. But anyway, look at all the tools going up into the mountains now. Well, a couple empty cars at least. Oh, guys. I don't know why it sends some empty cars up there. Just go wait at the machine shop. Goofballs. Anyway, at least we got tools going up there. I guess 1 out of every 7 cars are loaded up. So I guess that's okay. But anyway, we've got plenty of tool. Ooh. Oh, the rest of the tools are arriving here from the previous delivery to build the place. So they'll eventually find their way over to the other side, so that's fine. Okay, so we've got about 63 of the mountain cleared out. We need to start rocking. No pun intended. Well, actually, pun intended, yes. As soon as we can. We got to get those rocks out of there. Okay, so we got our train sitting here. It should be actually rolling forward, should it not? Our train actually made it to the next location, so I don't know why. I must look at the lines. What did we do wrong here? There's got to be something I did. Let's see. Boulder Run. Alright, Altdorf North. Ah, it's waiting for a full load. I got to do that the other way around. That was my mistake. Okay, now the train will roll out. So I'm sure you're yelling at me before, but that's why we've got the ability to look at these lines and rename them and do whatever. And we did it successfully before, so that's just fine. So our train's rolling out. We're low on money. Again, we get cash by either delivering tools or delivering stone. So we just gotta, you know, make sure we get up the hill. This music's very Napoleon Dynamite for whatever reason, I'm thinking. Okay, let's get this done, boys. Get our train up here. Again, running costs are going to be phenomenal, but so is the money we're going to make from these rocks. Deliver that stone, baby. There we go. Alright, 2 trains working now. That's going to be really nice. Alright, there you go. Okay, tools are starting to arrive now. Some of these are blank, but we do have our first card on here somewhere. I know somebody had tools. There we go. Alright, very good. Alright, and they take a little bit of time. Boy, even when they're empty, they just stop to have coffee or something like that. You're holding up the line, guys. Get moving. Alright, there we go. Our tools are in hand. Very good. And our second train should be on its way up here very soon. Yep, you can see they're exchanging lanes here. There's our Prussian. And here comes our other train. Look at that, man. And one going back up the hill. Okay, so that's about as good as I can do for just my few hours of playing. That's about the extent of my skills so far, so I'm pretty proud of that, and that means I'm only going to get better. I'm not too bad, I think. So anyway, come on, guys, get moving. If you don't have anything on a load, you know, mach schnell, as the Swiss would say. Or pretty much anyone who speaks German. So you can see the further that we, look at that, we've dug into the mountain. You can see the more progress we make on this, the further we'll get into the mountain. So that's good. So again, more tools means more stone means more trains trains means further into the tunnel, etc., etc. Oh, wow, look at all the tools here. Oh, boy, you guys got to get rocking. Get those damn tools up the hill, boys. Oh, my goodness. Wow, so many tools here. We got to double on that route. Let's go ahead and get started with more road vehicles here. And let's go ahead and buy 8 more of these. Oh, man, it is going to get crowded on that hill. Nice thing is you can set the line pretty quickly. That's our basic tool line. How's our heavy equipment doing? Probably a lot slower on this one. Oh wow, there's a whole cavalcade of troops ready to rock here. It's from their, oh man, you goofballs. It's from all of the factories trying to build. Well, at least they're waiting for tools. As soon as they're ready, they'll come through. A little bit of a haywire approach to doing it, but all good things with time. So you can see we've got two things of tools ready here. So that means it'll eventually make stone in time as they use more and more of it. So we've already got 2 loads of tools here, and you can see the tools are converting into stone. Eventually they'll run through those tools. But again, remember, with the heavier equipment that we've been delivering, they're going a lot faster. And they last a lot longer. Alright, here comes our train again. Empty and ready to go. And our other train should be arriving sometime soon. Oh, right about now, actually. Very good, right on time. Alright, we're at 258,000. Man, I really wish I could have made money from transporting people back and forth, but no can do, I guess. All the tools are coming up now. Wonderful. Alright, more tools means more stone. Look at all the stone we've got, man. We can't do any more train cars, though, until we've actually fully unloaded this place. We got to make some more money from it. Look at this, man. I love these giant public works projects, man. Planes have ruined us. We used to have to do things the old good old-fashioned way. But times change. Alright. Pretty soon we should have no blank carts coming up here. Everyone should be hauling something up the route. And it looks like we've got ourselves a new steam train available. Okay, that's interesting. Another way to make another buck or two from transporting things. We're getting very low on money. Only 76,000 left in the bank account, but tools are starting to make their way up here, and we should be able to get plenty of rocks up the hill. Looks like one of our trains is going past. Now again, I could make more train lines and such, but we just don't have the cash for it, and I have to play a certain way so that way we can try to get that achievement. And we're trying to build this by 80, I think it's 85 or 82, I don't know, but we're almost there. We've almost gotten halfway to our stone limit, though we're kind of far off, actually. We got to get there as soon as possible, though. Alright, the train's going up there. Again, we could also have horse and buggy transport this way, but there's no way with the amount of time. No way. Wow, tools are really starting to be delivered like crazy. They can't even use them fast enough. And more stone being built. Excellent. So that those tools are to try to make us a little extra money, as it's our only other way to make cash aside from delivering stone. Boy, you can just see time blowing by. Here comes another train fully loaded with stone. We're going to update this train now soon enough. I'm really disappointed I can't transport passengers. I really wish I could. Wow, look at the... Hey, oh, wow, this is... Alright, we got to send some of these vehicles back. This is just an absolute waste. How do we... should be a way to send back and... There should be a way to, like... Oh, there's stop. There was a way... Oh, boy, what a waste. What a waste. I wonder if this is this not working anymore? This should be producing tools, but it's at such a slow pace. Guess I'll have to work a few things out there. At least we do have plenty of tools ready for the mountain. We just need more trains. Alright, let's send this train back to the depot. He just made a ton of money, so let's buy some more train cars for him. Make our process a little faster. Let's go ahead and buy trains. Let's buy a couple cars. And send him on his way again. Alright, brother, you are on Boulder Run. There you go. And that other train should be on its way back shortly. Has it arrived? Oh, it's just arriving now. Alright, we've got all the stone we can. So I may have goofed up here. We might not be... Yeah, that's an absolute huge expense. That's a huge waste. We definitely don't want to do that anymore. Let's send all these vehicles back. And I think there's a way to have them go back to the depot and auto-sell themselves. Reverse. Stop. Set line. I thought there was a way to do that. Let's send all these carts back to base. Because it might not be working anymore. Very misleading, though, to build this factory and to basically not be able to have the heavy equipment be transported anymore. But by selling all these carts, we may be able to get some of our cash back, and also we might be able to put some of these horses to work on the other line, though we might not need to. Boy, a slow, tedious pace on this thing. I may have missed some of them, so we'll just see. Wow, this music's really upbeat. Loving the music, man. Loving the tunes. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. And one more, and we're good. Perfect. Okay, that should be all the train... well, it literally is a train. Look at this. Some of these guys are turning around right now. Everybody's got the orders, I think, to return to base. Okay. Hopefully they get the message shortly. Is this train full of stone still? I guess he did... Oh, well, because he didn't finish unloading. That's another frustration. He didn't finish unloading, so thus he just went into the depot with a full load. And it doesn't count for delivery either, though I thought he did. Oh, we're in the negative now. Workers are going to get mad without wages, but that's alright, we got a plan for that. We've got all of our carts coming back. I'm going to send one car there just to make sure. If he leaves, then that means... Oh, okay. I guess he's coming back. Trial and error with everything. New drills are available, yes. Okay, well, at least we got new drills. Alright, we can make some money from that, and we've got our stone delivery there, so we're back in the green.
The workers live in pigsties, and they have to use their daily wage of 3 francs and 90 centimes to pay not only for their food, accommodation, and equipment, but also for the oil for their lamps. At least they also get a liter of wine every day to get themselves lit, too.
Whoa, get lit and crunk!
That isn't enough for them. They're blocking the entrance to the tunnel, and will only clear the way once they receive 1 franc more per day. What to do? If we don't want to pay that out, we could hire the police from Uri to beat down the leaders. Or we could at least meet them halfway and provide better tunnel ventilation.
Wow, okay. Well, we can improve ventilation, or we could pay them. I think we should just pay the workers. Yeah. I don't want to beat anyone down, so let's just pay the wages they wanted, which was basically nothing. And we got the humanitarian award for that, too, I guess, for not, you know, beating people who were just doing a job. Interesting. Okay, so we've got vehicles returning to our depot shortly. We'll go ahead and sell them off. They want us to take out a loan. I'm not going to do that. And it looks like we've got all the tools in the world here. Though I think they're being slowly used up. Got to get more stone out of there, though. Nice thing is we can mass sell all these vehicles, too, as soon as we need to. Doesn't look like anything's coming out of that depot at all. So, again, very strange. You know, you'd think that after you build the machine factory, you'd have to transport the heavy machines from the machine factory to the site. But no, you just need to build... I guess they just automatically get transferred here, I guess. There's yet another underground tunnel that goes somewhere else. Okay, we're about halfway to our goal. We're low on money. Let's go ahead and sell all these vehicles. How do we mass sell? Oh, beautiful. This is going to be awesome. How do we... do I have to select them one by one, or what? Oh, I guess so. Can we... Nope. Okay, I guess we got to do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Well, that was easy. Okay, brought our money back up quite a bit. Good, we got 330k now. And if we get another train back... Wow, this music, what the hell? I'm just enjoying the music. Alright, more trains coming back to get stone. You see that? There they come down the hill. Wow, gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. Let's see what it's like to ride this train downhill. We'll do so in fast motion. Absolutely gorgeous landscape. You can see everything's chiseled and beautiful, man. Just the mountain dugout and the roadways and the beautiful mountain. Everything's just awesome. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, jeez. Okay, we just killed somebody. I can't believe we just did that. I guess there's a whole line, but I guess it doesn't actually matter that there was a huge parade of vehicles trying to get in and out of there. We're only doing 28 miles an hour right now, but again, we're in fast motion, so that explains that. We can't look around, though, unfortunately. Cannot look around out of the train car. But we can get some more train cars if we need to. We found this mountain crystal, by the way. You'd think that we would, you know, be a billionaire now from finding that, but I guess not. We sent men up there to go find it, but it didn't really do anything. So I think we have all the tools we're ever going to need up there. Are we, like, supplied for life now? Let's see how far the mountain is dug out. Oh, it looks like we're about the halfway point, or a little more. Very good. So by the more stone we deliver, that's how fast it actually goes now. So I'm actually going to sell some of these vehicles now. We don't need this many from what we've been seeing. So I'm going to have a couple of them come through. But we don't need this many anymore, so let's sell them and let's see if we can start managing our budget better. Let's see here. Just a couple more vehicles. I don't want that many going up the mountain. There we go. That should be all we need. There goes another train. Beautiful. Alright, here we go. Oops. Alright, mass sell-off. Beautiful. Okay, we're almost there with our stone. We're up to 365 and continuing to go. I think one more load and we are good to go. And I think we've got a goal of 1882, so we might actually be ahead of schedule on this one. I may have not gotten all the achievements, but I have achieved greatness with having a good time in this one, so I'm excited to see how long it takes to finish this tunnel. Now, keep in mind, once we've connected everything, we still need to send a train around, so we'll need some extra cash. We can sell off some of these bigger trains. Wow, wow, that's all the stone. We can sell off some of these bigger, expensive trains in order to buy the trains that we actually need. We'll still need to buy... Damn, we'll still need a lot of money to get all the way down to the bottom of the city. That's something I have yet to figure out. Well, we'll need to figure out something soon. The only thing we really can sell is the trains, so hopefully that works out for us. Look at all the tools up there. Wow, they're just ready to go. Alright, this should be the last load, I think, of stone. We've got another train ready to go. This one, is this not actually unloading, or what? That actually might be the, that might just be the texture for an empty car, even though it's got some of the previous cargo in there. It might still be, because you can see the cars are virtually empty. There's a little bit in there, but I think that's just to show that they were used or something like that, or what the last cargo, or what they may be hauling. Because, you know, if you were to haul, let's say, for example, a coal back and forth a million times, those cars are eventually just going to be, you know, black as coal, as you would imagine. Alright, we are up at 400, haul away the stone. We're at 406, 410, 415. I think one more load of stone should do it. I'm going to send up that train one more time just to make sure. And we are at New Year's 1880. About 100 years too early there, bro. And a game save now at the year 1880. I keep doing that. We could have also updated our train, but remember, we need to be careful with our money. And I'm going to just try not to take out a loan if we don't have to. And try to sell these vehicles if we can. Looks like we've only got one vehicle still hauling tools, so let's just forget that. We don't need any of these other ones. We just need the one. So we're basically going to get nothing from this, but we can at least make some cash back. And hopefully one more load of stone will keep us making cash. We got to get up over that 400,000 hump. Alright, there we go. We're making our way. Alright, another train going up there. Let's sell off everything else. Oops. There we go. Alright, everything's sold. We're at negative 475,000. Jeez. Well, practice makes perfect. And I tried to make money too, by the way, by connecting to that other city, but no could do. It's got to be another way to make money on the side other than delivering tools and trains with stone, you know? Alright, 458. This last train should be it, so let's send this train back. Hold on there, bro. Go back to the station. He just flips around right on the tracks. Impressive. Okay, this last train should be the last one that we need. This should be able to haul everything that we need away. Look at all the stone at the station. Incredible. Alright, that should hopefully have about, 42? No, we need 62. No, yeah, 42. Oh, wait. Let's sell this train off. There we go. Alright, very good. 727 now. Not bad on the budget. Much better than what we had. Look at this train, man. Just snaking through the mountains like that. Alright, well, we spent most of our money on trying to take the lead with, you know, having a faster delivery of tools, and unfortunately that seems to cost us a little bit on that huge waste over at the factory, where I thought we were going to need 2 lines delivering, but again, you see nothing's over here, so it'd be nice if the game maker specified that, you know, you didn't need to deliver it from there, or that all tools would be delivered here, so that way you don't make the mistake of trying to deliver something that will never exist out of that factory. Otherwise, it leads you to believe that you have basic tools and machine tools, as you saw me do, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, this should be our final delivery of stone, and look at how big that pile is, man. Oh boy, we cleaned out the entire mountain. That should be everything, right? Come on, baby. Get us to that. Yeah, 500.
The time has come. We've broken through. After all the stress, it's a miracle we didn't drop dead in the tunnel before
Absolutely.
the final cut. Now all we have to do is complete the rail line, and our Gothard Railway will be perfect.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish the rail line. We're going to get the train into the terminal, so that way we can now, we're going to have to connect the cities. We've already connected one of the cities over here, so we're already good there. That part's all finished. And let's go ahead and sell some of these cars off. Okay, good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and separate the locomotive from the cars. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Locomotive from the cars. There we go. And let's sell off all these cars. And we're just going to need to send a train through. I don't actually think we need to actually carry any sort of passengers through, so we've only got $1 million left to build this thing. Oh boy, I hope we can do this. I don't think we're going to be able to do it without taking out a loan. I tried, though. Alright, the tunnel is complete. We need to get to the red circle here, all the way down to the red circle. Meow. So, hopefully we can do that. Let's go ahead and explore some of our routes. And there you go. As you can see, it's going to be about $4 million just to make a super tunnely route up there. So let's try to be careful with our construction. Let's see if we can do this right. Okay, first things first, contours and trying to maximize budget. Now I can see right here we got some lowland right here. Well, let's go ahead and go into pause now. Yeah. Wow, got my pimp hat on. Yeah, ladies. What's up? We pimping on the train line, y'all. Oh, okay. I guess not anymore. All right, let's get up that hill, y'all. That train. Sorry, I can't help myself. All right, let's see. We want to. Yeah, this looks like the lowland right here, or at least the best route to take, in my opinion. All right, let's get up the hill. All right, so where do we got to go? Look at the gorge right here. Once we get up there, that's perfect, man. We are through. Wow, that's amazing. All right, so okay, we could get through on a turn, I think. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be fine. All right, let's do this. Now we gotta get down the hill. All right. Oh, we're coming close to our budget. Oh wow, we can do it right there. Look at that. All right, hold on a second. Trying to look at where it elevates the least. There we go. Beautiful. All right, both cities are connected. Well, except for this small portion here, so let's fix that up.
The rail line is finished. Now it is time to cover ourselves with the glory that is our due for this marvel. There's nothing standing in the way of the opening ceremony anymore. So let's get going and celebrate.
Okay, well, time to celebrate. So how do we celebrate? What are we doing? Are we breaking out like the cognac or something? Jeez. Buy a passenger train, coaches in the depot, send it on a line that stops to Lurzen, Elsdorf, and Belzerona. Clear the tracks before the inaugural train's journey. Place suitable signals and trains to get to the depot beforehand. Okay, so we got to try to do this in 2 years. We got to send the train around the track 3 times. All right, boy. All right, let's get rid of these contours. We're not going to need that anymore. All right, let's buy some of these trains now. Oh, first of all, let's make our new line. Let's get rid of all the lines. We don't need anything else anymore. Let's get rid of Boulder Run. Those were good times, man, but they're over now. Actually, how do we... Oh, here, just exit the line. There we go. You can also sell all the trains on a line, too. So let's do this over here. One thing we can do is to sell all those remaining cars. One thing I found out is all we have to do is go here. Or no, I'm sorry, not there. But go back to our lines. Go to road trains. All we got to do is just sell... right here. Sell all the vehicles right there. Does that not work? Not to hell with it. Alright, what do we got for vehicles left? I thought it would send them all back, but I guess not. Alright, boys, let's head all the way back. Try to make every dime that we can out of this situation. See if we can buy ourselves another car. Wow, I just feel like I'm in a high-speed chase right now. My hubcap just came blowing off. Alright, let's go ahead and get our trains going here. Alright, we've made all the appropriate signals, have we not? Let's go ahead and make sure we've got our signals here. I think I'm a little bit more, less nervous to do this way like we should. So let's go ahead and build this way. What happened to the porn music? I mean, the 70s music. Alright, oh, there we go. We're really chill music right now. Do we want to do it this way? I think so, right? Because our goal now is to deliver the train. What does it say? Send train through the tunnel. So we want to go to Dosen't, Bellenosa via Altdorf. So basically, we're not going to be going up here anymore. No need to go up to the rock pile. We need to basically go from here in Dosen't to the city of Altdorf all the way down to the city of Bellenosa. So we got to send the train through that many times. So let's go ahead and get our train track set up to do what we got to do. Well, yeah, let's do our train track actually. All right, too much curvature. There we go. We're perfect now. All right, so again, I want trains going on the right side. I'm not sure how to use waypoints and all that other stuff yet, so anybody who's yelling, hey, you suck, you know, it's like, yeah, I do. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm having a great time, and that's one thing I can do better than anybody else, I think. Make do with what you got, and have a good time doing it. Looks like this is another train station here that we can actually use as a bypass point, and this is a great flat area to have our trains pass around each other. We're not going to be stopping here anymore. I don't know if we can actually, can we actually build around here? Construction not possible. Can we build two? Maybe we can build a bypass lane up here. You know what I'm talking about. Too much curvature, right? Okay. Anywhere we can sneak around is better. There we go. Alright, this is good. This will help us to speed up our trains, by the way, going through the tunnel. We only got, I think it's, in reality, I think it was a 2-lane tunnel, but here, we've only got the 1 lane, so got to make do with what we've got. Do we not have enough? Okay, alright, good. Okay, so we've got a switch zone here, and then hopefully there as well, plus going out that way. We should probably build another one up here somewhere to bypass for extra trains and such. I don't know if we're actually going to have enough trains to do this, though. We just need to send 3 trains through. They don't need to be expensive trains. What do we got? It just says send 3 trains. Do we need to actually haul any passengers? Buy a train with passenger coaches. Ah, damn. Alright, we definitely do need passenger coaches. Alright, let's make sure we got everything we need before we start. They don't have to be expensive, but the cheaper cars go slower, so we definitely need to make sure we buy the right car. 31 miles an hour on here. Yeah, we're going to want that speed. Alright, so that's 1 train, right? 1 train car. What's our other train cost? 123. 220k, okay. 68 horses. Yeah, we're going to want something top speed 28, 31. Alright, I think we want at least the Borsig in order to get through here. So let's buy 2 more trains. And we want cars to go along with them. Man, we can switch the cars. Alright, there we go. Okay, we'll switch this car up to that one. Okay, very good. Now we've got everything we need. Alright, this is going to be close. Let's get it done. Alright, so we want to build our new line, which is going from... Oh, damn those vehicles. Alright, let's build our new rail line. New line for railroads. Very good. Okay, so we've got to go from here, up in Dosen't to Altdorf. Down to the... Wow, this is a long train route here, this one. All the way down to the city of Bellenosa. Alright, very good. And just a full train, full bore. Okay, hopefully we've got this one. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure we're good to go. Alright, we've got 426,000. Hopefully that keeps everyone at bay. We've got 2 years to do, I think, what we've got to do. So this should be epic, baby. Let's get her done. Okay, let's go ahead and send our trains off into battle. Let's go ahead and start up the line, set all train lines to line 1, which we're going to rename as well. Now let's go ahead and get this started here. And we want train line 1 to be called the, I don't know. Let's call it the, oh, I don't know. The Alp line. Swiss Alp line? I don't know. Oop. Okay, very good. We've got it going. So here comes our first train. So again, he's going to make his way through here. We're going to try to build a bypass if we can with just the little bit of money we have left. We don't need to have any more money now. We just need to bypass. This is actually going to be a lot cheaper to build it up here. Too much curvature coming off the bridge, I see. Spendy, but it works. Let's see. There we go. Nicely done. Okay, let's go ahead and get those signals up. Make sure our train goes to the right side. Pretty easy to do, which is good for me. If I'm a noob having this much fun and I set up a rail line like this, man, this is like... I would love to have this as a model train route, by the way. Build the mountain and everything like that. How would you pierce the mountain, by the way? Would you just put a giant PVC pipe through it? Probably. Okay, we've now got multiple trains heading out. So hopefully this does it. These are expensive to run, but hopefully we've got the mission 1 here. Let's hop on one of the trains now and see the entirety of the Alps line. I wonder how it's going to go through the tunnel. How would we do that? All right, let's grab a... We're on the Alps line now. Let's flip around. There we go. Okay, we're in the right lane, apparently, for whatever reason. Should be in the right lane, not the left lane like that. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. Wow, look at that. We're hauling across the bridge. Oh, shit. Okay, never mind. Whoa. We're going to have an accident. Woo! Okay, we're headed to the Alps now. Well, we're in the Alps, but we're literally going through the mountain now. Just look at the gorgeous beauty of this, man. The sound of the train chugging away. If we need any extra cash, we'll probably sell one of those wagons if we need it. Jeez, look at that mountain, man. That is just absolutely gorgeous. So we built tunnels. Next mission is to build bridges to connect the Commonwealth. We're not done yet here now. We've got to go to Zona. I mean, I probably said that wrong. A little bit of glitching I've noticed on the train tracks and such with giant pillars like that. But to be honest, that seems like such a small problem. I think that would probably be solved in like one patch or something like that. This music, man, this is great. Alright, there we go. We're passing on the right side. So that'll allow other trains behind us to come up behind us as well, as it's a one-way switch now. So they'll be able to come up behind us as well. It's like a waypoint. Here we go into the tunnel. I'm excited. Woo! And prepare for blackness. Alright. Wow, we clipped through the entirety of the map. I didn't know we could do that. Wow. This is what it's like to go in a tunnel. If you've never been in a tunnel like this, this is exactly what it is. You can see through mountains. Now, I believe this is almost 9.5 miles long, or like 15 billion kilometers. I think it's 15,000 kilometers. I actually don't know how long it is in kilometers, but one hell of a train line for sure. And the Italians and the Swiss and the Germans and everyone else who designed it, worked on it, and did all sorts of stuff to get it going, man. Just impressive technology. You know, the Germans who designed the trains, everybody who designed the tunnel, the workers, everything. I believe there's even a monument in the towns for that. Ooh, getting a little... Wow, we're literally chugging in a train game. Could you imagine that? Hey, man, I think we did a really good job of building this train line down here. It's pretty smooth and flat, considering the fact that we're coming out of a mountain. Not too bad. This should be, hopefully, our first train then arriving where it needs to. Let's see, 1882. We've passed our year.
Everyone is rejoicing. The new
we did
axis between north and south is open.
Oh, 1885.
Piece of engineering. Bravo.
No way, I did it. Okay, we had 3 trains making the run. I thought we had to go three times, but we had to do it before the year 1885, and we did it. Everyone's rejoicing. So I think we got all accomplishments on that done. We didn't have to take out a loan, although I wonder if we'll get punished for going into the negative. I'm not sure. I hope not, though. A little misleading on the machine line, though. That's my only minor complaint about the campaign, but we did it. North and south is connected. I love it, man. I love these huge construction projects like this. I don't mind, you know, connecting multiple places and making money. That's all good. But the European campaign is my flavor. I like that a lot. And you know what? You're not gonna not enjoy the American one either. I'm excited to give that one a try and go over there. So let's quickly exit then. I think we can. You did it. I think you can just click done and go back to the main. Oh, Rockhound. Find the legendary mountain crystal. See, that's a glitch. We did find that. Don't deviate too much from the designated terms and go... Yeah, alright. So we should actually have all completed because we did find the legendary mountain crystal pretty much within the start. So that's a little bit of a glitch. But we did make the Federal Council happy and complete the tunnel on time before 1885. We didn't deviate from the turns. Rely on the latest mining technology. We definitely did that. Don't beat down any workers, which we did. And the Rockhound, as you remember, we found it up at the top over here. Just on the top of the mountain, pointed right over here. So I guess we found the crystal, though it doesn't claim it. So I'm going to consider that a GG, and I will see you guys next time for more Transport Fever. Again, if you like this, please do hit the like button, so I know you want to see more. I have no problem playing this game at all, so hopefully you'll hit the like button, because I like the game a lot. So thank you very much for supporting. Again, give me some tips down below in the comment section on building routes and such like that. Thanks for all the support, and really awesome, fantastic game, and I'm happy the good folks over there who made Transport Fever gave me an opportunity to give it a try. I'll see you guys next time.